Oliver, thanks so much for joining me today.
Hi Anastasia, pleasure to be here.
Great. Now, I know that you recently joined 1&1 as the new CEO. So can you tell me a bit about how that came about, but more importantly, why that came about?
Okay, well how it came about is quite easy. Well, Andreas, my predecessor, took a decision to retire from the business. That was about, I would say, about 9 months ago. And Andreas and I knew one another for many years, and I had some relationships with the company.
Okay.
So they asked me, and they were looking for somebody who brought in international experience,
Right.
who had a B2B focus, and specifically also take the company into the next stage, because the organization has become more complex and bigger.
Right.
So looking for somebody with a bit of more, let's say, experience in a larger company. And I enjoyed the company. I knew it from many contacts I had. It's a fascinating brand. So yeah, I said, yeah, let's go.
Good. Well, you're talking a bit about where to take the company, and that's the next question I'd like to ask you. It's what's your vision for 1&1? Because I know 1&1 has some pretty great accomplishments with being one of the biggest companies, if not the biggest hosting company out there. Or you guys recently registered your 10 millionth domain. So where are you hoping to take it?
Well, I think 1&1 has the opportunity to become to become more focused on these small business customers, and that's been my legacy for the past years.
Okay.
So I could envision 1&1 being the leading provider of solutions, software solutions for small businesses. That's where I'd like to take the company. And there's lots of opportunities, lots of things we can do in that respect. So there are a number of expansion paths that I'd like to take the company into. Software as a service is a good one.
Yeah.
So I think we've done some first steps there. We've launched a few products. E-business, e-commerce is a very good opportunity. But also one of the things I observe is customer centricity. It's not necessarily a thing just specific to 1&1, but if I come in from let's say an adjacent industry, I observe that a lot of companies in the web hosting space haven't really focused enough on customers.
Really?
It's still a fast-growing industry. Customer acquisition,
right? New
product innovation is very important. But I would say many colleagues in the industry tend to forget that especially 1&1, you have a big customer base, and there's lots of things you can do. And more mature industries care more about the customers, segment them more, analyze more, and do more sophisticated things with the customer base. I think we have a big opportunity in doing so as well.
What is your background actually before you came to 1&1?
I worked at Vodafone for 11 years. I was with the Vodafone Group, so I had a global role. I looked after the business offerings for Vodafone. So I looked after everything for business customers, meaning from SOHOs, very small business customers, to very large enterprise.
That's kind of your strength right there, the whole customer service. So 1&1 recently joined the Open Source Foundation as well. So how does that play into your vision with the company?
Well, 1&1 has a long legacy of using open source software, and a lot of our efficiency and scalability comes from utilization of that, and of course developing it further. And not only for our core product in the hosting space, where we basically developed and continued to extend open source software, but also recent products that we brought into the market are open source based. So it's only natural for us to join a foundation that sort of accelerates and supports that movement further. So it's the legacy of the company, and we've been very successful using it, and we'd like to formalize it a bit.
Good. And you recently announced some new partnerships with Mail Exchange and RatePoint. So can you elaborate a bit on that? Yeah,
actually those are two good examples of the two areas that I think we could broaden our scope. The one area is what I call e-business, and RatePoint is a product. In fact, we just announced here at HostingCon.
Okay.
It's a customer interaction and reputation management tool. And it
actually, they have a great product.
Yeah. So we're very proud to help them actually expand. It's very well known in the US, but now they're moving on into Europe. So we're partnering, of course, on a global basis. We're introducing in all the countries where we're present at the same time, but also we're sort of the spearhead and the bridge into Europe. So it's a very good extension of our e-business product range, a very natural thing, and I would say a good fit into our portfolio that we can close.
Great. So can you actually tell me more about the Mail Exchange deal that you just did?
Yeah. Well, one piece is the e-business piece. The other piece is what we call software as a service. So this is our first step into the software as a service world. Mail Exchange is a collaboration tool, so it allows you to message, communicate, share, appointments, calendars, contacts, but also share documents in groups. So it's an open source based tool. It's a very interesting step for us to move into that space, and actually a first step into business applications.
Right.
We already have that in Germany, and we just launched in the US. Very important for us to roll that out into further markets.
So what else can we expect to see from 1&1 in the near future?
The three key dimensions that I like to take the company into: customer centricity, adjacent, or moving into what new businesses like software as a service and e-business.
Right.
And third component is internationalization. We have a very strong footprint. We're in 6 countries today, but I think we can do more, and we're currently looking at where to go to next and roll out. So customer centricity, new business, adjacent business, and internationalization. Those are the 3 dimensions I'd like to kick off soon.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to tell me a little bit more about your vision with One-on-One.
Well, my pleasure. And in fact, this is my first hosting con, so
good. I hope you're enjoying it.
Oh, absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.